Now, I don't like to focus on the negative, but I'd like to keep it real. And that's what I'm going to try to give you here today. Now, with the ongoing crisis in the world, with the war, with the oil spikes, with the increases of food prices on commodities, and inflation probably spiking up even more, and the rate hikes that will follow, these things are really killing our stocks at the moment. Not only our plant-based stocks, but the overall market. And we know that. But another thing that we really need to factor in is that the food prices will likely keep going up. They will likely keep increasing. Because the whole situation with the oil actually surging up won't only affect energy companies and oil companies, it will affect food companies as well. Because when it comes to food companies, they have a lot of transportation costs, right? Which means that if they have to have higher transportation costs because of the increasing gas prices, well, that means that will eat into their earnings, right? And if it eats into their earnings, they're going to have to increase prices even more just to keep up with the margins, which means that in the end, it's going to affect the everyday consumer, the consumer of food. And then we have new skyrocketing prices when it comes to wheat and other grains as well. And then we have the same with oats, that it's actually going up too when you take a look at a half a year perspective or more. And the same thing has been true when it comes to peas for a while. Now, this will obviously affect all food companies. But what I find more particularly important is how it will affect our companies like Beyond Meat, TTCF, OTLY, and Very My Berry, the very good food company. Yes, the good thing is that everyone needs to eat, right? So no matter how high the prices will get when it comes to food, people are obviously going to keep buying food because you gotta eat. Now, that's a good thing with being invested in food companies, right? But the problem I see here with our plant-based companies is the fact that all of these companies have premium products to some extent compared to conventional foods. So the issue I have here when it comes to inflation and all this stuff happening around the world is that even though people, consumers, they're going to have to go out and buy food, but when they take a look at our products, when it comes to, again, Beyond Meat, Tattoo Chef, Oatly, the Very Good Food Company, just to name a few of these premium products, when people look at them and they basically now and in the near-term future are going to have less purchasing power, well, I think there's a big chance, or there's a risk anyways, that many of these people are going to look at the more inexpensive alternatives. Or they'll just keep buying conventional foods, meat products, dairy products, because now might not be the time to change your life, right? Because let's face it, in situations like this, when people are going to have financial difficulties, right, they're probably not going to focus on being healthy at the moment or changing their lives in that way. So this is definitely something I think we need to actually factor in when moving forward, because this could be a reality all of 2022, who knows, maybe longer, depending on how long this war actually drags out. And even if the war ended today or very soon anyways, there are still consequences regarding everything that's happening in the world and whatever is happening with the sanctions now, right? That's not just going to go away anytime soon. But I truly hope that the war in Ukraine will end soon or as fast as possible, mostly for the people who are actually suffering now directly in the Ukraine, both the Ukrainian people and the Russians who are actually forced to fight in it, but also for the people who will suffer financially all around the world. Now, these are things that are out of our control. There's not much we can do about it right now. These are macroeconomical events that takes some power to actually stop and some willingness actually to begin with. But as I've stated so many times on this channel, I am still bullish on this overall sector. I do believe this is the decade when they really blow up in a good way. Pardon my French, but it's going to take time. It might take a bit longer than we were hoping. So what you do need now is a lot of patience. I know it's asking a lot, but in my opinion, patience is what we really need to have now, and obviously monitoring the situation. So what you could do actually now is to think about what you can actually control and not what you can't control. And many times in situations like this, inaction could be the best action you could take, given everything that's happening in the world. Obviously, this is not financial advice. Now, guys, again, I apologize if I seem a bit negative. I'm really not, but I want to keep it real, guys. I don't want to just hype everything that everything is going to look perfect or look great right now. It may take some time. And again, the prices right now are incredible when it comes to our stocks. Could be massive opportunities in the next couple of years from now. I can't imagine we will see prices like this, not even close to it. So again, obviously not financial advice, just something to think about. It's still possible that some of our companies could keep going down in the next couple of months, depending on what's going on in the Ukraine. But again, careful, monitor everything, and again, be patient. All right, guys, that was it for today. Truly hope you got some value from today's video. And if you did, smash that like button. And feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to keep getting updated on plant-based stocks like BYND, TTCF, OTLY, the Very Good Food Company, to name a few. And don't forget that bell button. And we talk about these companies on a daily basis on our free Discord channel. Take a look down in the description. You get 5 morning briefings every week. All right, guys. Again, not financial advice, just my own thoughts and opinions. Hope to see you soon. Peace out.